Everybody, welcome to the Girls Inc. of Tarrant County YouTube channel. My name is Miss Sylvia, and today I will be teaching you how to create a basic video game, a chase game using code with the software Scratch. Scratch is a completely free online software. To participate in this activity, follow along and navigate to scratch.mit.edu. Feel free to pause the video any place you need so you can catch up and work on each of the codes and commands. So once you navigate to the website, you'll want to create a login information so you can save your project that you work on. Once you save your project, it's going to appear in this file right here on the top right-hand side of the screen. To start a new project, you'll select Create on the left-hand side of the screen. So just a little bit of Coding 101. On our screen here, you'll see we have about 3 different segments. This left side has our different commands. So each of these little blocks is a command. A command is telling a computer, a robot, in this case our game, what to do. Code is a set of those commands put together. So you'll see on the screen here in just a couple moments when we create our first set of code, it'll have a couple of those together in a block, and it's a full set of instructions. This middle section here is where we're going to put those blocks, where we're going to create our code. And the right-hand side over here is known as the stage. The stage is where the game or whatever you're coding will be happening. First, let's select our background for our stage and our first character. As I mentioned, we're going to be creating a chase game. So what that means is one character is going to be chasing another character. Anytime they catch that character, your player will receive points in the game. So let's go ahead and create our first character. You're going to do so by clicking the cat icon in the bottom right of your screen, and it says choose a sprite when you select it. So then all of these sprites come up. They're just different characters. I'm going to select this bear for my sprite. Once you have your character added, you can go ahead and delete this cat. Its name is Scratch. It's your automatic character that you get if you don't pick a different one. Next, we'll do the same thing, repeat the same steps to choose a background. So you'll come to this bottom right-hand corner, you'll select what looks like a landscape photograph, and then select choose a backdrop. It will pull up tons of different backdrops, as you can see, from baseball fields to castles to hay fields to mountains and more. I'm going to go ahead and select this mountain scene. Great place for a bear to hide out. Now, if you are an artist, there is an adaptation you can make to this game. You can add your own characters that you've drawn or designed. So to do that, you're going to scroll over, choose a sprite, or choose a backdrop. And instead of just selecting choose a sprite or backdrop like we did, you can scroll up to paint and then create it right in Scratch, or you can upload a drawing that you have previously made. So those are a couple of things you can do if you want to get artsy with your design. So let's go ahead and take a look at our commands and create some code in order for our character to move. So every code that we create will start with an event. The events are over on the left-hand side in the yellow category. Events tell us when the next command will occur. So we have one option that says when green flag clicked, or that also means at the beginning of the game. The next one says when this key is pressed, then the next command will happen. So that's what we're going to go ahead and start with, is this when space key pressed. We're going to use the up, down, right, and left arrows to move. Let's start with our right arrow. So we'll change space to right arrow key pressed. Next, we're going to go to the Motion tab to add some motion. Now, I want you to think about a mathematical graph. And if you think about a mathematical graph, you have your x-axis going right and left, horizontally on the plane, and you have the y-axis going up and down. So when we command motion, we are going to use that x, and again it's repeated here, you have x and y, to tell our character to move. So one of the motions says change x by. So again, x is going left and right. In order for our character to go to the right, we're going to move positive 10. We're going to repeat these same steps for our left arrow. When key pressed, we're going to select left arrow this time. Then we'll go back to motion and select change x by. Instead of 10, we're going to put negative 10, and that will cause our character to move to the left. We're going to repeat these steps for the up and down arrow. This time, we will be changing the y-axis. So just a few under our check x by, change x by is change y by. So to go up, we need to move positive 10. And to go down, we will move negative 10. Alright, so next we're going to add our second character and give them some movement commands. And those are going to be a little bit different. So we'll select another sprite the same way we did before. You can choose any character you would like. Just show you a few of the different options. I'm going to have my bear chase a donut. We have this nice donut floating in the air. It's kind of silly. And we are going to have this character, our second character, whatever yours is, mine is a donut, move automatically. So when the game player is playing the game, they're only moving the bear, or whatever your first character is, to chase the donut, or whatever your second character is. So we want our second character to be moving around forever for the whole game. So as I mentioned before, to start a set of code, we will add an event. The event that we will add is when flag clicked. The reason we are doing this is so that it happens for the whole game. It starts when the game starts and it continues. So in order to make sure it continues, we need to add a control. We will add forever. In coding, this is called a loop, this forever. This little arrow says that once it's completed, it's going to repeat again. For our motion, we are going to have it gliding randomly. So we'll put glide 1 second to random position. And then after the next second, it's going to glide again to another random position, and it'll repeat that forever for the entirety of the game because we have added this forever loop.
Thank you all so much for participating in this video. So far, you've learned a little bit about basic coding, you've added 2 characters to your video game, and you've created motion for both of those videos. Watch the next video in this series, Basic Video Game Code Part 2, to learn how to create a scoring system and finish this simple chase game. I hope to see you there. Have a great day. Bye.